In the 30s and 40s, Billie Holiday attained mainstream success and notoriety for her unique style of singing, and she served as an inspiration for a whole host of singers and musical artists to come. Originally attempting to make money as a dancer, it was her voice that eventually made her a star and a household name. Billie is perhaps best known for her performance of Strange Fruit, a haunting song about the widespread practice of lynching in the southern United States. Her refusal to stop singing the song at the demand of the DEA and other authorities made her somewhat of a civil rights activist at the time. However, her drug abuse also served as a dark cloud over her legacy that would haunt her for most of her life. The United States vs. Billie Holiday, directed by Lee Daniels, decides to focus on the last 10 years of Holiday's life, and for better or worse, focuses mostly on the drug abuse aspect of her life. Honestly, I would have preferred a more comprehensive biopic about her entire life and career, but United States vs. Billie Holiday is more interested in telling the story of how singing Strange Fruit and being hounded by the DEA negatively impacted Holiday's life. This could have actually been a good enough premise for a compelling story, but Daniels disappoints by making Billie Holiday out to be a generally unlikable and miserable person with seemingly no redeemable qualities. The movie is less interested in staying true to its premise as it is at showing that Billie Holiday never met a man that didn't do her wrong. Literally, every man she meets in the movie has a negative impact on her life, whether they be real life people or invented. Why Daniels felt it necessary to invent people to insert negative conflicts into Holiday's already tumultuous life, I will never understand. Not sticking to one narrative has other consequences also, as the film seems to jump around from one scene or scenario to the next, with no real indication how it ties to the already flimsy central narrative. Take for instance a scene in the movie where Billie Holiday witnesses a lynching. It comes out of nowhere, and by the end of the scene it's unclear whether it even happened or was imagined. Then the movie just moves on from it as if it really has no bearing on anything that's already happened or will happen. This is what essentially turned me off to the movie. It's trying to do entirely too much instead of just doing one thing very well. With an over 2-hour runtime, eventually the randomness of it all starts to wear on you. It could have been improved drastically by sticking with the DEA and Strange Fruit dynamic, but instead the movie chooses to focus on several story threads that either have no real resolution or have no ties to the title of the movie. The one saving grace of the film is Andra Day's performance of Billie Holiday. She's spectacular in the role and deserves any and all praise she receives. She sings many of the songs in the movie herself and almost flawlessly captures the spirit of Holiday. She more or less carries the movie and dominates the screen in every scene she's in. I only wish she had better material to work with, as I could have seen this as being a career-defining performance. In the end, even though the movie is called The United States vs. Billie Holiday, the way the story is presented comes across more as Billie Holiday vs. Billie Holiday. My grade for The United States vs. Billie Holiday is a D. In terms of biopic truthfulness, the movie gets a C. The majority of the events were invented for the film to add melodrama. What did you think about The United States vs. Billie Holiday? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.